Haunted by the urge to watch more anime, but terrified of doing it alone, I crawled from the darkness of my room into the vanity of the void. There, I gathered 3 of my most handsome buds to watch just 3 episodes of a show. Together, we asked, is it good? Alright, gamers. Question of the week from Yarpster once again.
Oh boy.
If you had a gazillion bajillion dollars and you could make an anime that's only 3 episodes long, what would you make? Do you guys have a genre that you think you would start with? Hentai.
Hentai? A bajillion dollars for a hentai is crazy.
It deserves the budget.
That better be the fucking best hentai I have ever seen.
It stars like A-list celebrities in the hentai.
I actually have like kind of an action series idea that I would do if I had a bajillion dollars.
If you had Jaden Smith money.
Yeah, if I had sweet Jaden Smith money.
My dad was Will Smith.
Yeah, my dad was Will Smith, and I said
because he made it. He made a show.
He did. He had a big Toblerone in it. It was pretty epic. My giant Toblerone. That's like all I remember from it. But
Jude Law played his butler, his robot butler.
He had a robot butler. I literally just remember the Toblerone. Or Toblerone or whatever. However you say it. But no, I had like an idea for an action series that I'm just too unskilled to make. That was like vaguely based on some Alice in Wonderland logic. There was like giant lobotomy spikes that were shoved into like the land to extract wonder, which was like how the magic system worked. And I wrote an entire thing. All the magic weapons were based on rhythms and stuff. And of course, none of that would be explained, and it would just be cool fights. And that was basically the idea.
That's how you'd spend a gazillion dollars.
I think I would spend a gazillion dollars and make that pretty cool. I guess it'd be pretty dialogue absent. It would be like pretty, just like action mostly, environmental storytelling.
Primal kind of thing.
Yeah, kind of a primal.
That was like a solid 10 episodes a season. It's doable.
It was, dude. I was so worried when I watched Primal, and I'm like, this has no dialogue. I was a little worried.
Yeah, he just grunts and roars.
Well, yeah, but like, it had no like spoken words, so I was a little worried. I wouldn't be as attached to it because dialogue is a lot of a story, and I don't know. Gendy somehow did it. He's so good at showing and not telling. He's like one of the greats.
Yeah, if it was in any other hands, it probably wouldn't have turned out as good, but. The Gend man, the Dexter's Lab man.
Matt, which one of your projects would you put a gazillion dollars into?
I think we already know what it is, Danny. Starts with a P and ends with an on.
I get sued because they'd be like, "Wait, he's like Will Smith's son. Hell yeah, we can sue him for ripping our shit."
I was referring to your unknown series called Peon.
Yeah, Peon. Peemons.
Peemon.
I can't use them. No, Peon. I can get away with peons. It's like it's distinct enough.
I was like the Baby Dead stuff you did. That was quite a while back.
Yeah, that was a bit ago.
Oh shit. Yeah.
What's I guess like what would you want to make into something bigger? Like at least you thought of.
If I had Will Smith money and 3 episodes, I'd probably want to make something new. Actually,
that's fair.
That's noble.
Like, I've always wanted to. Yeah, I'd pour all of my resources into, like, getting just hiring like Seth Rogan, Jonah Hill, Jay Baruchel, like all the Judd Apatow guys to just voice. I don't know, the most like autistic shonen or comedy. I don't know.
No. See, you get them the voice these they would be like in a store and they'd be like food. Oh my god! And like the people would eat them. Right.
Yeah, except they'd be onigiri. They'd be Japanese food this time.
I love the idea.
Whoa! I'm a
like the main character, and he just gets hit by a truck. He's like, "Yo, I totally just got hit by a truck." And like fucking.
Oh my god! Now I'm surrounded by anime bitches.
That was a big truck.
This is a fucking Isekai'd.
Whoa, you say you gotta get a comeback in a new world with all these powers?
No, actually, have all those guys, but it's like I don't know how to execute it. Like either have it, be like them just be reacting to anime tropes, like Seth Rogan, be like, oh, whoa, big titties. Are you in high school? Or
Pineapple Express right there.
Yeah, Pineapple Express, but in anime, or damn. Like it's completely played straight and just hang on, let me turn my gain up so everyone can rip this idea.
Whoa.
How's this? Is this better?
Yeah, you sound tantalizing.
Oh yeah.
Like a riveting drama series, like Taco Piece Original Sin, but then dubbed with Seth Rogan and Michael Cera.
Would Seth Rogan be the squid?
Yeah, have him be the squid, and then Michael Cera plays
dude,
like the
have you
suicidal.
tried
Yeah, and they just smoke weed. That solves it solves the problem.
Yeah, basically you're saying you just want to make a Netflix series of some random anime.
It could be done. I swear this could be done.
Okay.
It's probably gonna happen within the next 3 years.
Oh, wait. I had an idea. I want us, all four of us, to draw Togepi's Original Sin with a weed smoke. I'm just hanging out smoking weed, and we should all post that collectively on Newgrounds.
Yeah, with zero context, absolutely.
That's so funny. That's such a fucking funny visual.
I feel like a Netflix producer is gonna get a hold of this audio and just jack this idea. I hope they do.
I would be pretty happy with that. Although they don't have the balls that have like a Suicide Show anymore, I don't think.
Oh,
yeah,
maybe
not.
Even with the warning.
To
trigger
what
warning?
was the site that they
13
linked?
Reason? Oh.
Oh God. Yeah,
Side.
no, they would. They would promote suicide shows as long as they get to advertise
More
their
suicide
other,
shows.
yeah, more suicidal shows.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
I think for me, I would do like an Evangelion type thing where like I just like look inside all of my flaws and I just have a very therapeutic thing and self-indulgent thing and just like, you know, use my own mental illnesses as inspiration.
That's beautiful.
And
But
just-
with
That's where the
giant
best
robots.
sauce comes from, though.
yeah.
No,
That's what I would do.
I like that. That's cool.
A very deeply personal story.
Yep, and then
I can
no
resonate
one would
with
like
that.
it, and I'd be like, "Fuck."
We
My
spent
mental illness is
$200 No, you gotta like talk
Not
about
retarded
how,
enough.
You gotta talk about how epic, how it's fucked up. No one liked it because it was all your mental illnesses, and they'll feel bad for you watch it.
Christ.
Yeah,
I
no,
think-
You get an audience, I think.
I feel like that's the only
I mean,
way I could go about doing a large project. Is just make it super personal or something in some way, or just like go the opposite way and just have as much like silly fun with it, where it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I
But
think
I
that's
don't
where
know.
the direction I would go. Because, like, for me, it's like I have like a few series ideas, and maybe one of them it'd be like, okay, yeah, I'd like to take that to a broader audience. But I think like with a lot of the stuff that I work on, for me is like I'm stubborn and I want to like do it myself. So if I had $1 bajillion, it just wouldn't matter towards like some of those goals. I would just have more time, I guess, to work on something like that. But if I was like to fund a project, I think it'd be really cool to like. I would try to just pull as many people I know, plus a lot of people I don't necessarily like am connected to right now, and just try to make like the most like, you know, like One Punch Man season 1 was so dope because every like action sequence was like a different animator going crazy, right? So like
yeah, they pulled
every other
veterans from all over.
Yeah, exactly. So like every other shot was just like a completely different person doing something completely crazy. And so like I think doing something like that where the project is like, you know, this kind of straight shot of an idea, but like there's so many different people who are collaborating to make it like really cool would be like, that's where I would fund it. I would just like, it would just go all to artists basically, and we would just try to make something really dope.
Yeah.
Oh man,
fair.
yeah, that's cool.
I dig that.
They'd be down for it too if you had $1 gajillion.
Yeah,
if
hell
you
yeah,
had
dude.
$1 gajillion, anyone would be down.
I'm quitting my job right now to do your project.
Yeah.
Fuck Disney.
Yeah, here's a
Hell yeah.
here's $1 million. Just work on my project for a couple of years. What? I don't have to starve on the street.
It's like I could breach my contract right now and be okay with that kind of money.
Yeah. No, fuck it. Everyone take the first month off too. Like, fuck you. Go
Go on-
recharge your juices.
Go
We'll
on
come back to this
vacation.
in a month and we'll start the Like, if we had fuck you money, dude, I would be like, we're gonna do this the longest way possible. We're gonna fucking redline this shit.
Oh man.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you just
that
make
was
this
7
incredible,
years.
like, legendary film that
God,
is
that's
talked about
so
for
good,
generations.
though.
Yeah, and nobody knows about it until like 4 years after it dropped.
At least 4 years after, nobody
I'm
talks
trying,
about
I'm
it.
trying to think about when I watched it originally. It might have been 4 years after because I don't know when the dub came out. I feel like we watched it pretty early though.
I think it came out, what, 2011? Or
Oh.
earlier than that.
If it came out 2011, I think I might have watched it maybe a year or two after that.
Yeah, I had seen
Yeah, I
like
think-
clips of it for forever, but I just never knew what it was or if it was like a full like thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then someone mentioned it, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is a full movie! Oh my god!"
He did another project before it that had like the 2 other racer guys who show up at the Oasis bar. A very similar style. I don't remember what it's called. I watched it though.
That's like a spin-off movie?
Yeah, it was like it was before. It wasn't a spinoff, so this was like
Oh.
before Redline, but it was like the same
Oh, and-
style.
His characters appeared in Redline?
Yeah, so you know the like I don't know how to describe him. The like scaly guy at the Oasis bar where they're like getting food and shit with JP and the main girl.
God, I haven't seen that movie.
Oh yeah,
in so long, I don't
the guy
remember.
who's like low key autistic that's just like eating the lobster
Yeah, he's
or
like, I
whatever.
just really want to eat all this lobster. And then his
Yeah.
other friend with like the goofy ears. Those two, well, they're very similar to that design. I don't know if it's supposed to be the same guy because they kind of act a bit different. But
It could just be the same races because I believe there were like there
It
weren't
could-
just like the one of each character. Like there was like more people in those
Yeah,
alien
yeah.
races at the same time.
it could have been that. I don't know. They seemed like it was them though, in that OVA. But I digress. I'm just completely off topic.
Oh, it says in 2003 he made the guy, he made an OVA called Trava Fist Planet.
I think that's it.
And then, yeah,
Sweet.
the 2 characters, Trava and Shinkai, also appear in Redline.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it is the same people then. That's what I
Yeah.
thought. There's a little
You right,
factoid
you
for
right.
you. Viewers.
You true
or should
fan.
I say viewer? Listener.
I actually, on this topic, I have a question for all of you guys because this has been happening to me like on and off by the same guy, I think. But if some random guy approached you and was like, "Hey, I like what you're doing. I wanna fund your project with like, you know, angel money. Would you join up with me? Would you take it? If you like,
Can
but
you
then
define angel money, please?
It's
like you
Angel
don't know
Dust.
where the money. Yeah. What do you call like an angel investor? That's what I meant to say. Like you don't know who the guy is. He has no paper trail, no digital trail. Like you can't find any info on him. He's just DMing you and like, hey, I have so much money, dude. I could fund this
You
entire
know what
thing
you
if
do?
you want.
You know what? There's a very, 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 very simple solution to your problem here.
What do you do?
You just send your Cash App. That's it.
Your like Venmo.
You send your Venmo, Cash App, whatever, and then if he gives you money, then you work with him.
Yeah, dude, I don't care where your money's coming from if it's going in my pocket.
It's just from the
Like-
illegal organ trade.
Whatever, dude.
I mean, if he's gonna fund
I didn't
the
harm no one.
animation or like I don't know what you're talking
You're
about.
turning
really,
people into goddamn glue, but it's fine because we're getting anime out of it.
Worth it.
I was gonna say that is a wild concept that someone's like literally in the black market, like fucking harvesting organs, and they're like, I'm gonna fund so many indie products with this shit.
Dude, it's a thing. You can call certain places in China and they'll be like, "Yeah, we'll have that heart ready for you in one week." You're like, "How do you?"
And the
know
money
that?
we're gonna get from that heart is
How
gonna
do you
fund
know
the new Gundam.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah,
so
that part of it's true, but I don't think those Chinese folks who are, doing the organ donor thing. I don't think they're funding anime.
I no, but I was saying,
They want to.
I
though.
was making a joke because Clay said, "I don't care where the money's coming from." I'm like, well, would you care if it was from like a organ trade? That was the joke.
I mean, I would rather it not. But hey,
Yeah, and the guy doesn't disclose. You ask, and there's no information disclosed. He's just like, trust me, bro. I got you.
dude, just
I think it
put
sounds-
your cash, put your Venmo or whatever, link your Venmo. If he gives you money, then you can talk to him. But like, all you have to do is like, not respond to him with anything else but your Venmo, and then if he gives you money, then you could talk to him.
Yeah,
Is there
like
any
it sounds
strings
extremely
attached?
sketch, but
Has this happened to you before? And you're just like,
Nah, but
yeah,
that's what I
now
would
we
do.
can talk.
Oh man, it happens to me every day. Everyone's like, "Oh man, I love your shitty video you made."
I've been following you for years.
yeah, but, yeah.
And I'm like, "Wait, you're one of my like 6 viewers."
Hey man,
everyone
that
everyone
shoes you
puts a
got.
negative comment on my video.
You only need one viewer with "fuck you" money, dude.
Yeah, you just need one oil baron to like your shit. I guess.
That's
That's
a
how OG furry artists like make bank. They just have like one fucking person that's like, can you please make like diaper fart shit art of this character? I'll pay you like 2K. It's like, all right.
Hey man,
Might
and
as
that
well.
artist is like, I got 2 kids. I need the money. No shame.
I guess.
Yeah, no shame.
I don't know. It is very sketch, but I mean, like, what is the threat?
What are you worried about? What are you
Yeah, I
worried
mean, if
about?
you throw them a Venmo or something like that, like the chances of them like for some reason reverse hacking that or something like that is so low. And if it were to happen, you could just like sue Venmo and just make other money. You know?
Like here's the thing: if it's like no strings, was it no strings attached? What's the deal again?
Actually, I don't know the full details of it because I don't really entertain the guy. He just like he'll come on stream, donate a bunch of money, and be like, "Hey, work with me," and I'm like,
I see.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, I was about to say like that's what you should do. Just be like, you know what? I'll think about it.
Yeah,
Come- come
I
to
could
the
make
next stream.
I can make your project so much better. You have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
so give me money. So is he trying to
Yeah.
pitch you a project, or is he saying, I can make your project better? Like, how is he going to make it better?
Yeah. The current meta is so he has an animation studio now. That he tells me about.
What's do you have a name of the studio?
I don't know. Am I allowed to?
Don't say it on stream, but like I'm asking, do you know a name
Oh.
of it?
Yeah. It's got a name. They have a Twitter page.
Okay.
They've he's already shown me what they can do. Like he's taken illustrations I've made and then had his team
I
like
remember you
reanimate them.
talking about this. Yeah.
I've ranted about this to you guys in the past.
Okay.
And then you said the exact same thing. Like it sounds really sketchy, and I'm like, yeah, he's really bad at selling his
Here's
pitching
my question:
rather his
do you
studio.
know
I'm
if he's
confused.
He just
is he approaching
Oh.
anyone else?
Yeah, he's actually got he's got 2 really high profile clients right now that I guess agreed to work with him. So I'm kind of like, oh well, they took
You
a
can
shot
always reach out to them.
Yeah, just talk
and be
to
like,
them.
hey, what's going on with this?
Yeah, do you know where
That's
he
true.
gets his money?
Well, you know, we don't have to know that. Is the money legit? That's the question you want to ask.
Yeah, like, does he have any? But
Yeah.
it's also weird. It's a little weird for a studio to reach out to you and be like, hey, like, we'll give you money so we can make your thing better. That I don't understand that.
That's a little too good to be true. But you know what I'm thinking? It might be a bad sales pitch, but I think they might be trying to be a new Glitch or a new Vizzy Pop. Maybe that's like their
It could be, yeah,
MO.
yeah.
Good,
Yeah, I mean that's fine. It's just I'm wondering why, like, you know, I don't know if Glitch or Vivzy Pop started out by reaching out to other people, being like, "Hey, work with me. I'm an animation studio. I can make your shit so much better, dude. I can fund. I can take this to the next level."
Like, it's one thing to be like, hey, I'm looking to help an animator, you know, make their project better. But it's
sure.
weird to be like, hey, I'm gonna give you money and then also use my studio.
Yeah.
That's
So
weird.
the
No,
timeline
that's
of
what
it,
I
yeah,
don't
like.
get.
It started out when he before the animation studio, he was just showing up and then sending tons of money to the stream and on Patreon, and I was like, "Oh, thank you." And he's like, "Hey, I think we should work together." And then I was like, no. And then and then I guess he did that to like other guys, and they were like, "All right." Or he got animators in like Southeast Asia. I think he said they're all in the Philippines now. He got some Filipinos together, and then had them animate some stuff for some people, and then they're building traction now.
And
then
the
he
old
comes back.
sweatshop. The old sweatshop
Yeah,
trick. Yeah.
Yeah, it works every time.
Yeah.
But he comes back and he starts like, you know, he's like tagging other people. Well, not tagging, but he's like posting in my like Discords like, "Hey, someone tell Mattyburrito to work with me," and like DMing me and like, "Hey, I think we should work together." And then he took that thing I complained to you guys about. He took like a little work in progress I shared, and he's like, "Hey, I reanimated your thing for you. Pretty dope, huh?" And I was like, "Nothing you've been doing makes me want to work with you." I don't know, like calling me out on stream too, like, "Hey, you and I should work together." Don't you agree, chat? Like, donates to another guy, and that guy's like, "Yeah, wow, this guy's cool, Matty. You should work with him." It's like, fuck, man.
Hey, I'll give you $100 if you tell.
Do you have like an email, like someone? Like
I do, yeah. I got some old emails of his.
All right. Well,
So,
I mean, I think part of the issue is just the way it's being approached is a bit unprofessional. Like
I'm sure he's a nice dude, but
yeah, but the way like Glitch approached some of their guys was probably more of an interview process, like, or a job offer where it's like, "Hey, I want you to be a showrunner. You have complete freedom over your show. We'll animate it with our studio."
yeah, maybe that's it.
Way more professional way to say that. It feels more legit and said like, "Hey, you should work with me."
You want to work with me? Do you trust me?
Do you
you
trust
trust
me?
me now? How about now?
Yeah, how about, do I need to throw more money at you? You hoe?
Yeah, it's like,
And the answer is yes.
I mean, yeah. If you have a bunch
It
of
does.
money, it's fine. It's just the way. It's just kind of a bit of an odd way to go about it. It seems very like.
Which, like, also, like, you know, they might not have as much experience, because, like, I'll say that, like, when I was, like, younger and trying to, like, kind of get myself out there in the artistic realm, it was, like, I didn't know how to, like, communicate either. Like, you kind of just have to, like, organically kind of, like, connect with people. It's really hard to just, like, connect with someone with the basis of, like, oh, we should, like, work together, and it's, like, you don't even know who that person is, you know? Especially, like, nowadays,
it's probably
it's
a
like,
thing you have to develop organically too as you interact with more people.
yeah.
I think it's probably just good not to give somebody money and then expect something from them in general.
Oh, absolutely not.
That's what sketched
You
me
know?
out initially. It's like
Yeah.
even if you became legitimate later, like this initial meeting has just kind of ruined it.
It's very transactional.
It's like, hey,
Yeah, it's like
Hey,
keep.
slut.
I mean,
hey slut,
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you some money and you're gonna do a dance for me
Yeah.
or what? Come on.
Yeah, you like eating, huh? Like,
yeah,
Fucking
do a little
whore.
dance for me.
Dance.
Shake
wanna
that ass a
dance.
little bit.
And then the whole like, oh sorry, yeah.
I was just gonna say, like, for example, because since you know me, if I was like, "Hey Matt, let's work on a project," blah blah blah, you would say, "Fuck no, you suck. You're hard to work with."
No, that's me. I'm saving this guy the trouble and effort. I'm terrible to work with.
That's hilarious.
If they happen upon this and they're
All
like,
right, so to wrap that part up,
We should talk
Send
about
your-
fucking KonoSuba. Jesus Christ.
send your Venmo. Send your Venmo. Send your Venmo. That's it. Don't
To
say
me.
anything else. Yeah. So one more question.
We're at 26 minutes. Maybe next time.
Isekai. It doesn't matter. Isekai. What's the worst and best anime universe to be isekai'd into?
worst and best.
Worst is bar. If you got Isekai'd into the bar universe.
That's not an anime.
beyond all reason, that bar.
That'd be the most fun. for
If
me,
you
I think.
got Isekai'd into bar and you were like a fucking person with these giant
That would
robots
not-
shooting nukes.
That would not be fun.
Yeah,
But
that's
if I
like-
The
got-
radiation would kill you on the spot, probably.
Yeah, or like
Giant
Fist of the North
things,
Star
like,
or
sucking
something.
up organic matter to make more robots. You just get turned into like a bicycle or something.
Immediately get shoved into a
Yeah,
like one of those like those little portable factories that keep popping up, like keep shooting out more machine drones.
Yeah. Like, well, you know how you can like suck up the trees and stuff? They would just suck you up. They would walk over and kill you. The smallest unit would slaughter you. The smallest unit is like 20 meters tall or something.
Yeah, it would suck to get isekai'd there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the worst would be Attack on Titan. I think that's.
I was gonna
pretty
say-
Yeah,
that's
that's
gonna
a
be one
pretty
of my
bad.
choices.
I feel like any anime, because like whenever somebody's like, "Oh, if you could go to like any video game world or whatever, like what would you go to?" And it's like people are always like, "Oh, I go to Final Fantasy or something," but it's like, am I going there as just some random fucking guy,
Yeah.
or like do I have powers?
No,
you know
you're
what I mean?
gonna
Because
I
if
have
I
a big ass
You might-
sword and magic.
You might get them. I don't know.
yeah, but like I always assume that I'm not gonna get them, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
what? Like if I just got like
Dude,
Isekai'd
okay,
into like
let's say this. Okay, guys, you're in your bed, right? You got your favorite tracksuit on.
All right. You get your
oh, we got
dinner.
the tracksuit on.
KonoSuba
Never
style.
mind, we're
Dick-
set.
Your
We're good
dick's
to
in your
go.
hand, you're going to town. And then I don't know, you just have a heart attack. You went too hard.
All right.
It's game over. Now you wake up. You're in still have the tracksuit on. Still have your dick in your hand, but you're in a new world, right?
I mean, if I
That's
went
our
out that
scenario.
way and I'm not in like the Gooniverse, like
No.
I feel like I've just failed the Isekai.
I would go to Gooniverse. I would do that. I don't fucking
The
care.
Gooniverse.
If I actually had a
Gooniverse?
choice, I would go to the Gooniverse. All the chicks would have giant fucking titties and blah 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 blah.
Yeah,
blah.
even if you get sent to the bad one, or at least is everyone still hot when you get there?
all the robots and bars.
No, that's what
super
makes
hot.
it bad. It's like everything's perfect except for like you're just attracted to no one.
Your Captain Levi is super hot still. You're good. And
You got big old titties. when he does his little spin move, and, like, his boobs are flopping everywhere.
Are you asking what anime universe we would get Isekai'd into specifically?
that is the question that I asked. Yes.
Oh, well,
I said what would be the best and what would be the worst.
You immediately led with Bar, which isn't an anime.
well, I just heard Isekai and I'm like,
Yeah, I think Attack on Titan is up there for like worst. There's probably like more existential fucked up
maybe
like locations, but I can't think of
Berserk.
anything off the top of my head.
maybe.
I was gonna say Berserk would be pretty terrible.
And it would stink too. Like in medieval times, no one showers.
Yeah.
Does the Dead Space animation count? It was made by an Asian studio. That would suck.
The blue gender world.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, that one's pretty horrible.
Insects. Yeah.
There's a lot of end of the world ones. Ava.
What was the?
But Ava,
Oh yeah,
it's
yeah,
kind
that
of
one.
organized.
Well, at least they have that Tokyo. Was it recreated Tokyo
I mean,
or?
the world kind of ends. Spoiler.
You just got to worry about those impacts.
All three of those big impacts. I still think bar is the worst.
Yeah. I feel like
just led with you can't follow that one up. Wait, what's that anime? Is it a movie or an OVA where it's also post-apocalyptic, blue gender-ish, except they're fighting like fish people, and then the guy like falls in love with the fish bitch?
Blue Submarine?
Is that Blue Submarine?
I'm trying to remember.
I think that one would probably suck too, but at least
is it something
got
like
fish
number?
chicks.
Does that have like a number in the name? Like underwater.
I think you're right. I think it's like Blue Submarine number 6 or something like that. I remember Toonami advertising it one time. I think. Excuse me.
For like a good one, Freerun would be pretty cool. I feel like that'd be fun. It seems pretty chill.
I was gonna say
back.
Furin, but like I felt like we were talking about like Isekai specific worlds.
No,
but
I
like
mean,
Furin is like post
Berserk.
Demon King.
Oh wait,
I don't
any world would just any show that's set in modern day Tokyo.
What's that one anime where it's,
Isekai.
I love the idea of just being Isekai'd and then you just like get to be like a Japanese salaryman. Like you're just still on Earth.
I would jump off the top of the building, Jesus.
You would last a day
you're then
before
Isekai'd
isekai'ing
back.
yourself again.
You just like wake up.
Alright, guys.
And then the moral of that show is that I need to learn to appreciate the things that I do have.
What if you're
Interspecies
isekai-
reviewer.
What if you're isekai into KonoSuba?
I'd be down. Honestly, the
that
world of
one-
KonoSuba is like not. That was a great segue, by the way, Danny. I gotta give you props.
Beautiful
on
segue.
that. That was beautiful.
That was seamless.
But the world of KonoSuba, like, even though they're like, oh, there's like a demon king and he's scary, it's like I feel like that never matters. Like, I feel like they're just living like slice of life, silly, goofy stuff the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, they pull an Aqua Teen Hunger Force and they just drop that halfway through the first season, right?
No.
Does it come up ever again?
Yes.
I honestly don't remember.
It's constantly there, but it's just like not. To my memory, it's not like relevant until it just like suddenly is. But like
Well, I'm
everyone's
pretty
just living
sure
their best
it's not
life.
really like that anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh wait, you're right. Don't they fight like his commanders at one point?
Yeah.
But even that's not.
Yeah,
it's
something
not like
like
a
that.
super
Yeah, they
big
bring
deal.
in one of his commanders, and it's some big skeleton dude.
Is it Overlord guy?
Yeah, some overload dude.
Is it crossover?
Yeah.
They did that
Fucking
at one
laughing
point.
at myself. None of you said it.
Yeah,
it
it becomes more.
What are you talking about? That's just how you
Slice of
normally
life,
sound, dog.
Yeah, you always sound like that. Now
What are
you
you
sound
talking about?
weird.
Oh fuck, dude! Did I get gaslit?
What's
My identity again.
I love the idea that you just like speak like that for the rest of the podcast
I
ever.
was gonna do it. I'm just too tired.
That's actually how he sounds normally off mic.
Sorry, dropped my accent again.
It's like we just like we told him to hush because we just like couldn't be friends with someone who sounds like they're kind of British. Like we were like, bro, you gotta sound.
I think that was Australian.
It was Australian.
Trying to be, anyway. Fucking weirdo. Alright.
Anime Australia 2026, guys.
You guys all watched the show, though, like, in its entirety, or most of it, or just...
I haven't seen
Like
the
a
new
lot-
season,
I have
but
not
yeah,
seen
I
the new
watched
season.
I watched the OG few seasons a while ago, so it was still like fresh for me watching it again.
This was the first time I ever watched it. I wrote it off as just, like, another dumb isekai, like,
every time I try to watch an isekai, they'd get hit by a car. They'd end up, doing the isekai thing, and I'd just be like, I don't want to fucking watch this shit, and then I'd turn it off. But I watched ReZero Season 1, and I liked it a lot. So I was like, fuck, maybe I should give these dumbass shows a try. And then this seems pretty fun. I heard it was, like, super good, so
That's good.
that's why.
I like that it emphasizes comedy above all the others. 'Cause
Well,
it's a comedy, right? This is just straight up.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's way more comedy than comedy with like a
goofy
little bit of
shit.
etchy.
it's kind of
Yeah.
funny because like he doesn't die by getting hit by a car. He just he dies in a pathetic way in the first episode. He's just being a laborer at the end of
Yeah.
it.
Well, also like how I was saying that like if you get Isekai'd into a world and you don't have powers, he like could have been OP, but he chooses Aqua, and so he's just like some random guy
Yeah.
in this world, which is really funny.
Yeah, he chose to be petty, and now he's like stuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No powers
regretting
in
it.
this dumb
and
bitch.
Aqua also kind of just sucks. She can only heal.
Right.
They complement each other very well with how incompetent and stupid they are.
They're all incompetent, but they're all good at like one thing. Like Darkness is good
Yeah.
at just taking hits. She's a tank, and then Megaman can do.
Okay, so I have a question. I've only watched the first 3 episodes. Does the sadist character does that joke just keep happening? Is it one of those shows where it's like, oh, we got this character, she's built around a joke, and we're gonna do the same joke 1,000 times?
Yes, but no. Like the joke is consistently used with like all the characters basically, but they like put the characters in different situations where the joke is fresh each time because of like they use it as like a like it's like a solution or something like that in different situations. Like it's not just the same joke over and over
Okay.
again. Like they
I was
like
kinda
expand upon it every time, I feel like.
Yeah, I was kind of like worried about that. I was like, oh, this could really get old if they just keep doing this.
I honestly feel like the show gets better after the first
Yeah.
3 because they're just doing introductions mostly, and you've now met the main cast, and I feel like
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. That's it.
It just keeps going up from there.
I remember liking it a lot, but I haven't watched it in a while, so I feel like when you remember a show, you always forget the like dull moments and stuff. But there wasn't anything like bad in this that I was like, ooh.
Yeah. Also, unlike I think a lot of shows are like poor with their character development. I think that this show, like, even though these characters are just like really stupid sometimes, like there's a lot more surrounding them. Like Aqua, for example, is like really dumb, but like I know that in a few episodes, like we get a softer side of her, and it like you kind of like go deeper into each character, and you kind of like start caring about the characters a lot more than their like tropes. Like kind of, I feel like they wear their tropes at face value the first few episodes.
They get some real development later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Including
that's
Kazuma.
important. Yeah, that's important. I was just thinking, it's like, man, if they just rely on this character just doing the same thing.
You know what I would say on that is that Kazuma as a character is, I think that might be why it works a lot better than a lot of like the isekais, Danny, that you might like not like. I feel like a lot of isekais, it's like, the main character is just this like random blank slot, of a character that shows up, and he just makes like very light decisions, but it's more about like someone trying to put themselves in their shoes, so they make them like as like inoffensive as possible. Kazuma is very much his own character, and he very much does like all sorts of stuff that like only he would do in certain situations. Like there is like a lot of situations.
You wouldn't want to self-imprint onto him.
Yeah, well, there is situations where you might be like, God, he's just like me, but then there's other situations where you're just like, what the fuck is going on?
I actually think I figured it out, Danny. I think I know why you like this, or what type of isekais you like. If the main character is wearing a tracksuit.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah, that's actually that's what I'm looking for when I watch anime. I just like tracksuits. It's my fetish.
Oh,
Yeah,
I think Kazuma's he's one end of like that extreme where he's the isekai protag that has his own personality and is very much his own character, and I feel like that other extreme is like, and this isn't really an isekai, but like what's it called, a solo leveling situation, a Jin Woo, where you're like, I'm
like
just
a
the
power
best
fantasy.
guy ever. Yeah.
Well, it's actually, I think it's just like the generic harem anime is like the main character is usually a self-insert character.
Yeah.
Generic
the audience to be
Japanese
like-
boy.
Yeah.
Which some of those work, not just because the character's like a blank slate, but like I feel like there's harem animes that are like good, and then there's ones that are bad, kind of similar to like the Isekai situation. But like I think it really just comes back to like if the characters are well rounded outside of just like if they're just a trope, which some like shows do a lot, it's just really boring after like the first introduction that you have of them, because it's just like every time they show up, they're just like one thing happens and you can expect it every. I guess like maybe that's like the thing is like they're trying to make it so you can expect the next joke, I guess, or something. I don't know. It's like a
think
sitcom
it's
where it's just like
It's formulaic. It's
Yeah.
formulaic. Yeah. It's
One of
just
those
like
shows
a
you can
sitcom.
just cut on and watch in the background and not really have to pay attention. You already know what to expect.
yeah.
I don't
it's like
know. It's. I mean, her being a sadist is like part of her. It's a character trait. I don't feel like they're doing it to the point where it gets like so. I don't think it got like really flanderized where it's like that's their only identity, but it is a big part of their character.
Are you talking
their
about
flaw.
KonoSuba? Like
Yeah,
Darkness?
and
Yeah, I
Konosuba
was saying just in
Darkness
general, like there's like animes that do that. KonoSuba does not do that. I think that there's like a lot more expansion on the jokes, and there's a lot more to the characters, which is why I think this one kind of stands out.
The humor works a lot
yeah,
too
yeah.
to really like, prolong the interest you'll have in the show. I worded that weirdly, but like there's other shows where they do all these things and they're just they're not entertaining. I don't know. They're not funny. This one, the way they cut and the way they
Pause
they
and stuff.
stage their jokes, it's
Yeah.
very
Good timing.
I don't know. It's engaging.
It's
I don't
engaging.
know.
It's good timing.
I can't look away.
I feel like there's.
I also think it's like the whole isekai genre. I think it's fun to have fun with it. It's like a lot of isekai are really trying really hard to be serious. And I
This
think
one's it's really laid back. I like
Yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah,
about it.
I think the point of like a good isekai, or not like I mean, it can be all over the place with how you execute something, but like the point is that like this is a completely different world. To not like go super deep into that to a certain degree, I feel like is missing the point a little bit.
yeah, to not explore the world.
Well, to not explore that like society is different and like you're in a completely different realm basically. But I mean, like at the same time, like I feel like KonoSuba did like the opposite of that right from the get go, because they get transported into this world. They make this big deal about like going and fighting the Demon King, and then like for like a whole 5 minutes they just have that montage where they're doing the 9 to 5 construction job.
Yeah, they just get a regular ass job the whole first
it's
episode.
playing like
But that's like
gas
the joke.
music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
The music
Yeah,
was
that's
so
good.
epic. It was so epic.
The-
good.
Uplifting, victorious, like Monster Hunter music.
And they're
That was
just
a
laboring.
jam, dude.
It's really good.
So I've seen this meme go around saying Konosuba is like the Always Sunny of anime. Do you agree with that?
Oh, I saw you, man.
I mean, if
The
you
Always Sunny.
compared to like other anime,
Are there
I
4 of them
guess.
in Always Sunny, or is it 5? How many are they in Always Sunny?
Well, it's
How many seasons?
4 plus Frank,
Oh,
Okay.
right? It's
I-
Charlie, Mac, Dennis, D, Frank.
I think you're looking at it, I don't think you'd match the cast that way. I think what they're saying is,
Yeah, it's the characters are kind of bad.
yeah, they're kind of bad. It's kind of like the style of humor a little bit, where they're just, I don't know.
They're like supposed to be this like elite adventuring troupe, and they all just like suck.
Yeah, I mean, like, Kazuma, his flaws, he's just kind of an arrogant dick sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, and
And a perv.
he's like kind of a perv and stuff. But every character in his
So
party
he's
has
Dennis.
flaws.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of
Nah.
Dennis.
Yeah, it's just kind of a funny thing to hear.
He's
I've
a-
never heard
I like
that
it too,
about any
too.
other show.
But yeah, he's a perv, but he doesn't get away with it. Like, people call him out on it.
Yeah,
and they're, like,
yeah.
disgusted by it. There's so many like anime dudes that they just perv around, and it's like, oh no, so cute.
Yeah, see,
It's
that's
so
why I
funny.
think KonoSuba works a lot in comparison to like other like harem animes or whatever. Is like I feel like it's always just like the main character is either indifferent or he's like kind of like into the girls or whatever that he's usually around, and or like yeah, I just feel like KonoSuba does this thing where it's like if you were realistically in this situation and like the characters were acting the way that they were acting, that the reactions to how the characters are acting is way more realistic than like other animes would go into.
That's a good
Okay,
point.
so-
Yeah, the main character's
so-
either like into them or he's
Yeah,
indifferent.
he's like, what the
It's,
fuck is
every-
wrong with these people? And then like but like other people do the same for both them and Kazuma at the same time. Like whenever Kazuma's being a perv, like people are just like, what is wrong with this guy? Instead of like feeding into it, which is really funny.
I
So
don't
when
know.
the main cast kind of fucks off or they do something wrong, like the world sees that as a flaw, right? Kind
Yeah.
of like
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that's
yeah,
pro-
that's what I'm saying.
that's kind of an Always Sunny kind of thing.
Yeah, like they're constantly at arms with like their environment versus
Yeah.
like being like good in their environment.
Right.
Like people aren't praising them. People aren't like. I mean, that's like a consistent joke with Aqua throughout the series. I'm pretty sure is that like she wants to be like in any other world she would be this goddess and people would recognize her as this goddess. But in this world she is that goddess, but nobody recognizes her, and like
Right.
it constantly pisses her off because like imagine being Jesus and like. Everyone was just like, "Yeah, get out of here, hobo!" Like,
No,
Yeah, get out of here.
your
Like,
analogy
Moses is better.
slightly off because imagine being God, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I'm a worshiper of Jesus," but you really shouldn't be like making fun of Jesus, his dad, because that was what it was. Because it's like her subordinates
When the guy gives her
worshippers
money.
gave her money. Yeah,
Mm.
it's like, actually, Eris is a lesser god to Aqua. You shouldn't be impersonating her. I'm a follower of Eris or whatever. It's just kind of
It's what you're doing is very disrespectful.
yeah. Here's some money. Please be better.
Do better. Yeah.
I do love the idea of God just like coming down and just being like, "Yo, can I bum
There's-
$5 off you?"
There's good comedic timing in it though that I don't feel like I see in as many anime.
Yeah, the
Yeah, for
the
sure.
comedy is like so good. It really feels like it feels like I don't want to say it like it sounds like or sorry, it feels like internet animation humor versus like formulaic like TV style writing.
You said like
You know that-
you guys mentioned like the timing of it too. It's very yeah. I don't know. It read to me as like that's something that's like kind of like westernly comedic. It's not like the usual
Yeah.
like anime humor.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It does feel
You know,
more-
like
Yeah,
let's make a
people
goofy
falling
like,
backwards
oh,
and their feet are in frame kind of shit.
yeah, and
the
then,
big
like,
sweat drops. I mean, that's already like old. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I do feel like it is slightly more of like some like westernish style of comedic timing, a little bit. I mean I don't know if that's the exact correct term, but I definitely feel like they had a lot of comedic timing where they would like just look at someone, they wouldn't like add a sound effect. It would just be like a weird. they'd give someone like a weird look or a stink eye, or would cut to something for like a second.
Or would just pause a little too long on something to just let it be stupid.
Just let it
like,
sink.
it's so good.
Yeah. Yeah, the way they hold shots, too, in some instances. They might have, taken,
it
cues
feels
from...
like some of the shit, like, people be pulling in, like, a Bridge series, like, to that extent, where it's just, like, they really understood, like, that they weren't trying to make it funny, they just made it funny.
So it's kind of a parody, but not really, because it kind of feels like it's actually its own.
Yeah.
You know, it has its own world and everything. It doesn't feel like a parody, but it kind of is.
I do feel like it was intentionally, like, meant to be kind of like the reversal of, like, a lot of tropes in an isekai. Like, I think there's a lot of tropes that are, like, you know, like, the characters being, like, ecchi and stuff like that. Like, that's obviously, like, kind of a normal thing in just anime in general, I guess. But, like, at the same time, like, they push a lot of that stuff so far as a joke. And then, like, but, like, the whole setting and everything is, like, this is an isekai, but what if, like, you know, instead of it, like, going upward as a story, it's just, like, they start and everything sucks, and they have to figure that out.
Well, they also kind of made it funny where it's like, well, all the other adventurers killed all the monsters, so there's, like, world logic with it as well. So all the low-level monsters are gone, and we're so far away from the Demon King, he's not sending anyone for us to fight.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah.
There's, like, some logic with it. It has, like, parody elements, but it also has its own elements for its own universe, which is nice.
It's fun. Like I said, I haven't watched it. Besides those 3 episodes, I'm gonna
Smash?
smash, yeah.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
There is 4 seasons, though, which I'm like, fuck, dude. Like,
There are?
Yeah,
I thought there were only the 2.
or is there 2? I thought there was
I think
4.
they just started
there's
airing the
3.
3rd one.
And there's a movie, right?
Yeah, I think...
Yeah, the movie's pretty good. I remember that being pretty dope.
I remember there's...
Season 4.
I only ever saw the first season. I gotta check out more.
We'll have a 4th season, my bad.
Here we go, gaslighting everyone.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
man,
guess
dude,
it will be
KonoSuba
true
season
if
4
someone
was
listens
the
to
best
this
season.
way later. Sorry, didn't mean to cut you off.
So yeah, so whatever. It has a bunch of seasons, so I'm like, damn. But this also does feel like a show I can kind of watch, you know, pretty casually. Put it down, pick it back up.
Unlike Pan.
Yeah, I don't really think the show progresses pretty good, but it doesn't really have, like, the stakes are there with, like, the Demon King and stuff like that, but it's definitely, like, I would say it's way more of, like, a slice of life with like, progression elements.
Sick. I like it. Alright, guys.
Nice. To answer your question, KonoSuba World would be a pretty chill one to reincarnate into, it sounds like.
I was joking saying interspecies reviewers, since that's just like a gooner world.
Yeah, but
Oh, that's the one where they try to hook up with, like, every monster chick
Every
on planet Earth.
beautiful monster chick. So it definitely has something that's your fetish. So that's the one I would go to.
Gross.
Yeah, something for everybody over there.
Go judge
Monster
me.
girl soccer moms.
I will.
I haven't checked it out yet. I heard it's actually funny that they do care about the comedy in that
It
show too.
is actually like surprisingly funny, but it is pretty etchy.
We could watch that one at some point.
I
Why
think
not?
Danny would throw something. He's Christian. He's born and
It's
raised.
against my my religion.
He was able to watch
It
Painting.
wouldn't be
and
yeah, it wouldn't be
Stocking
right
because
in the
it had
eyes of the Lord.
Yeah, it had angels in it, so that's why it was okay for him to watch it.
Yeah, you get buying a technicality for that one, like your friend.
Yeah.
Alright.
Who I bet you if you look at that guy now, if you go to his room, he has like nothing but panty and stocking merch and memorabilia. You changed his life.
No, I'm pretty sure he's like super, super, super Christian now.
Oh, it made him more
That was
Christian.
yeah, that was the turning point. He was like, "Oh,
It made
I
him more
really
of an
need to fight
extremist.
God."
It's whatever. It's funny though.
That's cool. Then he owes you one. You helped him.
I helped him find the path of enlightenment by showing him how dark his life could be.
He reached enlightenment by finding panty and stocking.
What would you do if you like died and went to heaven and like God was just sitting there like with like fucking
As a hot chick.
Well, I mean, yeah, that too. But no, I was gonna say like he has like all the fucking like the Gooner anime figures.
I would think I would like.
And he's like watching panty and stocking.
I think I would like heaven then. Be a good time.
Yeah,
That doesn't seem so bad.
He's just pre shift otaku.
He's like, oh hey.
He was like, I started with every other country and then I made Japan.
I saved the best for last.
It's like, yeah, I really wanted another season of PSG 2 and I made it happen.
Questions of the week, those are fun to do, so keep the questions coming, and any recommendations, we'll try to get to them. Unless they suck, then we won't. But thanks for listening, and
We love you all.
bye.